Hey there, welcome to the Healthy Church Staff Podcast. I'm Todd Rhoades, your host, and also one of the co-founders over at chemistrystaffing.com. Glad you're here to join me today. We're continuing our 2-week series on gratitude, and today's topic is thankfulness from the pulpit. As pastors and church leaders, we have a unique opportunity to set the tone for our entire church, our entire congregation. And one of the best ways to do that is by modeling gratitude right from the stage. So let's talk about how you can use your platform, literally, to spread more than a little thankfulness. There's something powerful about hearing words of gratitude from behind the pulpit. It's one thing to encourage your church to be thankful, but it's a whole another thing when they see their pastor or their leader actively practicing it. Gratitude is contagious, and when it starts at the top, it really does tend to ripple out. I've seen this happen with pastors who have made it a habit to weave thankfulness into their sermons. It wasn't just around Thanksgiving. A lot of times pastors will do a series, what we're doing here, on gratitude around Thanksgiving. But it doesn't need to be just around Thanksgiving. It's something special that actually should be done all year round. Share stories, sometimes lighthearted, sometimes deeply personal about things that you're grateful for. Think about Psalm 100. Verse 4, it says, "Enter into his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise, and give thanks to him and praise his name." It's not just a suggestion for how to approach God. It's a mindset. And when we as leaders approach every service with that spirit of thanksgiving, we're inviting our church and our congregation to do the same. So here's your bottom line for today. Make it a point to include gratitude the next time that you preach or the next time that you teach. It doesn't have to be a whole sermon on thankfulness unless you want it to be. But maybe it's just taking a moment to thank your volunteers. Maybe it's a moment to share a personal story of gratitude or even thank the congregation for being there. It can be as simple as saying, "I'm grateful for you," and really meaning it. And if you really want to set the tone, think about ways to make thankfulness a regular part of your worship services. Maybe you start each service with a brief moment of gratitude, or you highlight stories from church members who have found reasons to be thankful. I think one of the best ways to do this is celebrating life change. Who is not excited, at least I hope everybody's excited, when people share how they met Jesus and what Jesus has been doing in their lives? I'd love to hear stories about how you're already weaving gratitude into your messages, or if you decide to give this a shot, shoot me an email, podcast@chemistrystaffing.com, and share how you're planning on doing that this weekend. I'm always inspired by how creative and thoughtful all of our audience is, and I love it when you share your ideas with me. Again, you can reach out to me at podcast@chemistrystaffing.com. All right, that's a wrap for today's episode. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Remember, gratitude isn't just something that we talk about, it's something that we actually live. And when we model the thankfulness from the pulpit, from our stage, we set the stage for our entire church to be able to follow us. All right, I hope that's helpful for you today. Join us again here tomorrow. We'll be back on the Healthy Church Staff Podcast.